If you have pain right now, before TMM, a few weeks before TMM or your upcoming marathon, then I know it can be scary. You might be worried and very anxious about your race, but don't be, because I'm going to show you what you can do in order for the pain to go away right now on your own. Hi, I'm Dr. Rajani Patil. I'm a spine and sports physiotherapist practicing for over 24 years here in Shivaji Park, Mumbai. My company's name is Orthosports Physiotherapy. If you have pain right now, if it's a manageable level of pain, say on a VAS scale of 0 to 10, if the pain is between 1 to 3, then the tips that I'm giving you today and in my previous videos is going to be very helpful. However, if the pain is more than a 4 or a 5, then it's better to show a sports physio who understands running or an expert like an ortho, because they will really be able to figure out the cause behind the pain, and so that you don't struggle closer to TMM. If you need my help with pain management right now, then I've put my number on the screen. Get in touch and I'll help you figure that out. As you know, this is part of the TMM playlist. And in all my previous videos, I have shown you exactly how to recognize the early signs of pain, ice packs, how to do it correctly, foam rolling, what are the exact exercises you should be doing. Now that brings me to trigger point release and stretching. Runners think that just doing 5 minutes of stretching here and there actually is going to help their pain, or just doing 5 minutes of ice packs, thoda release work kar lo and it's gonna go away. That's not the case. If you spend good amount of time doing foam rolling, trigger point release and stretching, this can be hugely beneficial in taking your pain away, no matter where it is. So let me show you exactly what you're supposed to do. A trigger point ball looks something like this. It's basically a really firm ball which you're going to use on your trigger points. Remember, as you run, you develop a lot of muscle knots. So when you foam roll, you will loosen up the tissues underneath. The myofascia is going to loosen up. Then when you're foam rolling, you will see that there are a couple of points that feel very knotted, very painful. That's where you will use your trigger point ball. And then you finish that up with some belt stretches. This is the most effective way for you to get rid of all the tightness that you have in the lower body, in the muscles that you are using again and again to run. And by doing that, you'll release some of the tension along the joints of the body. So your hip, your knee, your ankle and foot. If tension builds up in the muscles around it, then the pain shows up. Follow this sequence: the foam rolling first, trigger point release after that, and then the belt stretches. And having a belt really makes a difference. You can take your joints and muscles to another level, and you want to hold them for 30 seconds and more. Next, I'm going to demonstrate with Trisha how to do exactly trigger point release for all the muscles in your lower body that you have used during running. I'm going to do a point in the lower back called QL, quadratus lumborum. This point often gets missed, and if this trigger point doesn't go away, then it can lead to back pain, which becomes chronic. How you're going to do this? Finding the exact point is important. So you're going to place the ball in the side of your back here. Remember, cannot be on the spine, cannot be on the hip. It has to be here. So lying down like this, you're going to place the ball on one side of the spine. It has to be on the muscle area. You can thoda sa roll to see if it's painful. There will be one point that is painful for most people. Once you find the point, stay there, relax your hips into it, and then do 30 deep breaths here. After this, you'll bend one knee, the same side wala knee where you've kept the ball, and then you're going to drop this knee out. Gently do this because this squeezes the ball into the muscle. So you might feel a little bit more intense pain. So drop it out and then do repetitions of 10 for this one, and then of course you'll repeat it on the other side as well. Now we are moving into the lower body. There are a lot of trigger points that we hold in the lower body that we don't know about. So the first one we are doing in the gluteus muscle. So the outer hip area typically tends to hold a trigger point. So let's see how to release that one. Sitting up like this, you're going to cross one leg. So say if you cross the right leg, you're going to place the ball on the same side ka outer hip, and then roll thoda sa to figure out where the pain wala point is. Once you have found it, you relax into it, If it's very painful, then you may need to ease into it. Do it gently. Again, stay here for 30 seconds and breathe into it, 30 deep breaths. For this next one, we are going to release the trigger points in the hamstring muscle. Most people, because they sit for so long, their hamstrings get very tight and that can lead to a lot of issues. So let's release the trigger points in the hamstring muscle. The muscle is long, so you will have to do it at several locations. So today I'm showing you 3 points of the hamstrings. So first, place the ball on the upper thigh, back of the thigh. Don't put it, make sure that you're not on any bone. Just place it there. Now sit back, cross the leg on the hamstring. Why do you want to cross the opposite leg? Because it pushes the ball into the muscle. So now if this is painful, you can roll thoda sa to see if that area is painful. Once you found the spot that's painful, hold it there, 30 seconds. And breathe 30 breaths into it. Then you'll move the ball down, thoda sa niche. Good. Roll a little bit to figure out if it's painful. Find the point. Stay there. 30 seconds. Breathe into it. Let the muscle relax. And then move it down again. So depending on how tall you are, you may have to place it for 3 to 4 positions. Or 2, whichever you feel most comfortable. So this is the third place where you're going to place it. Now what you have to remember is not to go in the back of the knee. The back of the knee is a soft area. We don't want to go very close to that. So make sure that you're stopping about here. This should be the last point. Now that we have released the hamstring, let's go into the calf. The calf muscle also tends to be very stiff. So again for this, you'll basically place it on the upper calf area. Remember, the back of the knee you have to completely avoid. So place it there and see how she's crossed the leg where the ball is. Place it there so it puts pressure onto it. If you want, you can roll a little bit to see if that's painful. And it's painful, press it down, hold it for 30 counts. Similarly, then move it 1 point down. Good. Move the leg down a little bit so it's directly on it. Put pressure down on it. 30 deep breaths here. And then move it down. Again, depending on how tall you are, you will have to do 3 to 4. And all the points may or may not be painful. You may have one that's massively painful and one that's really not that painful. Do them all, but if you feel one is very painful, then do more repetitions there. When the trigger point releases, the pain coming from there also goes away. So the last point for the calf, it should be probably this one or maybe a little bit below that. You don't want to go too deep into the tendon of the calf. This is good. Now we are going to roll the front of the thigh and the inner side of the thigh. So to roll the inner thigh, you're going to bend this knee and bring it out sideways like this. Then you're going to place the ball very close to the groin on the inner thigh area. Just place it there and remember to drop your hip down. Relaxing into the trigger point is important. I know when it's painful, it's tough to do that. So do it gently, but it's important to do that. So put your hip down on it, relax into it, 30 deep breaths here. Now next one, you'll just move it down to a point inner thigh just below it. Yes, and again, relax into it, 30 seconds. And then next point is thoda sa niche, this time closer to the knee, but on the inner thigh as well. Perfect. And stay there. Relax the knee also, relax the foot also there. Right? 30 seconds. Now we are going to do the top of the thigh, the quadricep muscle. So straighten up. And then now you're going to place the ball very high up on the hip area here. Remember, you don't want to be on the bone, just below the bone, and then lie down flat on it. And 30 seconds, relax, deep breaths, 30 deep breaths, and then move the ball down. Remember, it has to be on the top of the thigh here, and if you have a trigger point there, this can be quite painful. So go gently and press into it and just relax there. 30 seconds, 30 deep breaths, then move it down. You can even roll thoda sa to get it in the right place. And then place it here, but remember you don't want to hit the knee joint. So just above that till here should be the last point. So place it there, relax the foot and stay 30 seconds. For the next movement, you're going to lie on a mat. You'll hook the loop around one foot and then straighten the leg up. This is going to stretch your calf and also your hamstring. So go as much as you can. Pull from here also. Try to keep the knee straight. Now, this is the easy version. If you find that this is easily happening for you, keeping the knee straight and feeling a good stretch here and here, then you can straighten this leg. Straighten the leg. And then the stretch becomes a little more intense. Okay, so this was movement, the first one. Now the next one in lying down, you're basically going to bring the leg outside this way. But try to keep the knee straight and then bring it up. If this is very difficult, remember you can always do it from here. So keep the knee straight here, drop that knee out and then go out as far as you can. If this is possible to do, then of course you come up higher, but remember to keep the knee nice and straight. The third one in this position, straighten the other leg and now straighten the knee and then go this way. Again change the angle because depending on which angle you're at, you'll feel a stretch in the hip area in a different place. So if you do here, knee straight and drop it out, you'll feel it in a different place. And then come up, and then if you're here and you drop it, you'll feel it at a different place. And you want to go as far down as possible till you feel a very good stretch. Remember the belt, hold it with a lot of control. And I don't want any pain with this, just a nice stretch in the hamstring, calf, outer hip and inner hip. The last movement in this series is a transition from a hamstring to a piriformis or a glute stretch. So you're going to bring the leg up, bend the other knee first. So loop and feel that stretch here. You'll feel it in the hamstring and calf, and then transition into a figure 4 as close to the chest as possible, and then go back up, straight, and then go back in. Do 5 to 10 repetitions of slow, gentle moving from in and out. Now, if this is easy for you, or you want to straighten the other leg and then do the same thing. Remember to straighten the leg fully. All the way down. Yes. And straight. Now that you know how to manage your pain in a smart way by doing foam rolling, trigger point release and stretching, do this every day followed by an ice pack, and that should really help you with your pain. Of course, again, if the pain is not going away, don't spend too much time on DIY stuff. If the pain is not going away, then right away see an expert or reach out to me and I can help you there. If you think this video is going to be helpful for you to run TMM pain-free, then please share it with your friends, with your running buddies, because I'm sure they are also struggling with some kind of pain. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because every week before TMM I publish 2 videos and I've been doing this for years. Subscribe to the channel. Also don't forget to hit the bell icon, because as soon as I publish a video, it'll be in your inbox. I'll see you in the next one.